Ford was about to launch a $13,000 truck that could have changed the industry forever. But then, they killed it. Canceled. Just like that. No press release. No explanation. Gone. Welcome to Gearhead Glam. We're about to uncover the real reason why Ford canceled their plans, the truth they didn't want you to know, and how this could shake up the entire affordable truck market, and who really stands to gain from it. Let's dive in. Not long ago, pickup trucks were known as the backbone of America. Built for farmers, construction workers, small business owners, trucks weren't luxury. They were tools, meant to work hard, get dirty, and last forever. And just as importantly, they were affordable. Fast forward to today, and the picture has completely changed. The average price of a new full-size pickup has skyrocketed past $50,000, with some models pushing $70,000, $80,000 when fully loaded. Even so-called compact pickups like the Ford Maverick or Hyundai Santa Cruz often start well over $25,000 once you factor in basic options and taxes. For many people, owning a brand new truck has become a fantasy, and that shift has created a massive demand gap, one that automakers have largely ignored. Because while profits are higher on luxury models, there's a growing wave of consumers saying, "We don't need all the tech. We don't need leather seats or massive screens. We just want a solid, dependable truck that we can afford." This demand isn't just coming from one group either. It's younger buyers looking for their first vehicle. It's small business owners trying to balance a budget. It's retirees who want to downsize but still have utility. It's people in rural areas who don't need luxury. They need reliability. And this isn't just an American trend. Around the world, especially in Latin America, Southeast Asia, Africa, and parts of Europe, the need for compact, budget-friendly pickups is exploding. Trucks like the Toyota Hilux, the Isuzu D-Max, and older Ford Rangers have been dominating these markets because they offer one thing: value. And Ford, they saw this trend too. Behind the scenes, Ford began to develop a plan to create a truck that could be globally produced, cheap to build, and sell for under $15,000. It was bold, it was risky, but it had the potential to redefine the truck market, to return Ford to its roots and give people the affordable option they were asking for. At first, leaks were small. Mentions in supplier contracts, snippets in financial calls. Then, rumors grew. A Ford compact utility pickup was coming. $13,000, smaller than the Maverick, built for function over features. It sounded too good to be true, but people were excited. The forums lit up. YouTube was buzzing. Auto bloggers started speculating. Could Ford really pull this off? It felt like a movement was building. Ford was going to lead the charge back to accessible trucks for the masses. Until everything fell silent. Suddenly, no updates, no leaks, no new information. Then came the whispers that the project was gone, canceled. Ford had seen the demand. They had the plans. They had the buyer base ready. And then, just as quickly as it started, they walked away. Why? That's the question we're about to answer. For a long time, this truck didn't have an official name. Internally, it was referred to by several code names: Project T3, Cup, Compact Utility Pickup, and sometimes just the $13K truck. While Ford never publicly acknowledged it, the leaks told the story. Industry insiders, suppliers, and automotive analysts began connecting the dots. Ford was working on a brand new platform, one that would support small, affordable vehicles for both emerging markets and price-conscious buyers in the US. Unlike the Maverick, which shares parts with other vehicles like the Ford Escape, this new truck was being designed with cost efficiency as the top priority. Here's what we know. Size and platform, smaller than the Maverick. Closer in size to the 1990s Ford Ranger, a fan favorite for budget-conscious buyers. Designed for low-weight construction, likely using high-strength steel and aluminum mix to keep materials cheap but durable. Unibody design for simplicity, lower production costs, and better fuel economy. Powertrain options: 1.5L EcoBoost engine as standard, Fuel efficient, tested, and affordable. Option for a hybrid version down the line, using tech already found in the Maverick. Discussions of a manual transmission version for ultra-low cost in certain markets. Drivetrain front-wheel drive standard, with all-wheel drive optional and higher trims. No fancy drive modes, no complex systems, just the essentials. Interior minimalist design, durable materials, focus on utility. Simple infotainment, possibly using modular screens or smartphone integration to cut costs. Room for 2-4 passengers, with emphasis on cargo space and utility over comfort. Pricing. The real headline, starting at $13,000. Ford was aiming to make this the cheapest new pickup in North America, and a competitor in price to used trucks, not new ones. In global markets, where labor and materials are cheaper, the price could have dropped to $10,000, putting it in direct competition with vehicles like the Suzuki Carry, Mahindra Bolero, and Toyota's IMV series trucks. For truck buyers, this was everything they'd been waiting for. An affordable, functional pickup from a trusted brand. No flash, no fluff. Just a truck that gets the job done. And Ford had the infrastructure to pull it off. Existing global factories, massive supplier networks, decades of brand loyalty, deep understanding of the truck market. This truck could have been Ford's comeback moment. A bold return to their roots as the brand for working people, for those who value strength and affordability over status. Everything seemed to be in place. But then, the silence. No updates, no testing reports, no further leaks. And soon after, confirmation from internal sources. Ford had canceled the project. In the next chapter, we'll uncover why. Why would Ford walk away from a project with so much potential? Why would they give up the chance to dominate a massive, underserved market? The answer is complex, and maybe even controversial. In order to launch the truck in the US and Europe, Ford would need to invest heavily in safety, emissions, and compliance upgrades. Think crash tests, airbag systems, fuel efficiency standards, and more. These upgrades added millions to the development budget and per unit costs. For developing markets, these regulations are lighter, but Ford wanted a global truck. To meet all those standards, costs kept rising, and the margins kept shrinking. The bottom line, risk versus reward. In the end, Ford's leadership looked at all these factors and saw too much risk. Yes, there was massive demand. Yes, they could have owned the budget pickup space. But to them, it wasn't worth hurting EV development, cannibalizing Maverick sales, or losing profit on a low-margin truck. And so, they killed it. Quietly, without a word to the public, without giving buyers a chance to speak. But here's where things get interesting. While Ford backed down, Toyota didn't. In the next chapter, we'll show you how Toyota saw Ford's hesitation and went all in, and why they might now dominate a market that Ford could have led. While Ford was busy crunching numbers and debating risk, Toyota was watching closely. Unlike Ford, Toyota has always had a strong foothold in the affordable, durable truck market, especially outside of North America. Trucks like the Hilux, the Land Cruiser pickup, and the IMV series are legendary worldwide for being tough, simple, and accessible. But now, Toyota is taking that experience and going global with a new strategy. A strategy aimed directly at filling the void Ford left behind. The IMV Zero platform, Toyota's secret weapon. Toyota has been developing a modular truck platform called the IMV Zero. This isn't just a concept, it's real, it's in production, and it's designed for one purpose: to build low-cost, customizable trucks that can adapt to any market. Key details about IMV Zero trucks: ultra-simple chassis, easy to mass-produce, interchangeable body styles, pickup, van, SUV, even camper. Engine options: small displacement gas and diesel with hybrid capability. Starting price in some markets, $10,000, $12,000. Toyota plans to roll out the IMV Zero across emerging markets first, then potentially adapt it for North America. And here's the kicker. Toyota can do this profitably because they already have the scale, infrastructure, and global logistics to build these trucks fast and cheap. Toyota's strategy play the long game. Where Ford saw short-term risk, Toyota sees long-term dominance. Their strategy is simple: win in emerging markets with the IMV Zero platform. Build massive global sales volume on a truck that's cheap to build. refine the design, and enter North America with a slightly upgraded version. Beat competitors by offering unmatched value at a time when people are desperate for affordable options. Toyota knows that millions of buyers can't afford $50,000 trucks, and they're aiming directly at that audience. What we know about the upcoming pickup. While Toyota hasn't officially named the US version of the IMV Zero truck, rumors suggest it could be branded as Toyota Corolla Pickup, Toyota Stout, reviving a classic name, or something entirely new. Either way, expect base model under $15,000. Simple interior, durable materials, efficient engine, low maintenance, massive customization options, tool racks, flatbeds, campers, etc. Toyota is not just filling the gap, they're planning to own it. And with Ford out of the race, they just might. In the next chapter, we'll explore what this means for truck buyers and how Toyota's move could force other automakers to react or fall behind. So, what does all this mean for you, the truck buyer? Whether you're someone who needs a dependable workhorse or simply wants a practical daily driver, Ford's decision and Toyota's response will directly affect your options in the coming months and years. Let's break it down. 1. Limited affordable options in the US. Right now, the US market is flooded with full-size trucks, Ram 1500, Silverado F150, all priced between $40,000 and $70,000. Even entry-level trims come with hefty price tags. The Ford Maverick is the only true budget-friendly option, starting around $23,000. But demand is so high that dealerships often mark them up, pushing them closer to $30K. With Ford canceling their sub-Maverick pickup, there's no new truck under $20K available. That leaves millions of buyers out of the market, unless Toyota steps in. 1. Toyota could redefine the market. If Toyota successfully launches a $12K, $15K pickup in the US, it will disrupt the entire industry. Why? Because other automakers will be forced to respond, either by dropping prices, offering stripped-down versions, or rushing to create new budget models. It could trigger a price war in the compact pickup segment, and that's great news for you. Suddenly, buyers would have real choices again, not between $50K and $70K, but between $12K and $25K. Used truck prices will drop. With new budget trucks entering the market, expect used truck prices to fall. Currently, used trucks hold value well because there's no affordable new alternative. But once Toyota, or any brand, introduces a cheap, reliable truck, many buyers will opt for new, forcing used prices down across the board. That means better deals, more buying power, and more value for truck shoppers. 1. The EV versus gasoline divide will grow. Most new trucks coming out today are EVs or hybrids, with prices and maintenance costs to match. If Toyota's budget truck is gasoline-powered, it could offer a simple, affordable alternative to EVs for people who don't want to deal with charging, battery costs, or range anxiety. This will appeal to a huge segment of the market, especially in rural areas where EV charging infrastructure is limited. 1. Global trucks may influence US models. Toyota's global success with low-cost trucks may change US regulations over time. If enough buyers demand these vehicles, lawmakers and regulators could face pressure to allow more flexibility for importing or adapting global truck models. In the long term, this could open the floodgates to a whole new wave of affordable vehicles. In short, big changes are coming. Ford's exit created a gap. Toyota is moving in to fill it. And buyers like you are poised to benefit big time. If Toyota succeeds, you could soon have access to a brand new truck for under $15,000, something unheard of in today's market. But if they fail, or get blocked by regulations, you may be stuck with high prices and few choices for years to come. Next, we dive into real buyer reactions from across the web, forums, social media, and truck communities, to see how people like you are responding to Ford's cancellation and Toyota's rise. When news spread that Ford had canceled their most affordable pickup project, truck communities exploded. Across forums, Reddit threads, YouTube comments, and Facebook groups, thousands of truck fans, first-time buyers, and small business owners voiced disappointment, frustration, and confusion. Let's look at what people are really saying and why it matters. Ford doesn't get it anymore. One of the most common reactions? Ford has lost touch with the people. buyers felt like Ford abandoned its roots, the very audience that made it the king of trucks in the first place. I've been driving Fords for 30 years, but I'm not spending $50K on a truck. This was their chance to make it right, and they blew it. Truck Forum user, 89. First the Ranger went luxury, now this. Ford doesn't care about the average guy anymore. Reddit/r/trucks. Many feel that profit margins and EV goals have replaced loyalty to the working class. And that's a powerful sentiment that could impact Ford's brand trust moving forward. Toyota's about to win big. In the same breath, many truck buyers are excited, almost hopeful, about Toyota's move into this space. People are ready for a $10K, $15K truck that delivers value, simplicity, and reliability. If Toyota really brings this to the US, I'm buying one. No question. YouTube comment. Toyota understands the market better than Ford now. Give us what we actually need, not what makes Wall Street happy. Truck Talk podcast listener. There's a clear trust in Toyota's ability to deliver what Ford wouldn't, and that trust could shift long-term brand loyalty. The demand is loud and growing. On TikTok and YouTube, videos about cheap Toyota pickups are racking up views fast. Comment sections are filled with phrases like, "Finally, take my money. I've been waiting for this for years." This isn't just hype, it's pent-up demand. Truck buyers are tired of waiting, and if Toyota answers that call, they could dominate a market that Ford just walked away from. A missed opportunity or a turning point? For Ford, this is a critical moment. They've angered loyal customers, disappointed budget buyers, and opened the door to competitors. But for buyers like you, this could be a turning point, the moment that finally brings real options back to the market. And if enough people speak out, Ford might reconsider, or at least other brands might step in and fill the gap. In the next chapter, we explore what other automakers are planning in response, and whether we're about to see a wave of affordable trucks flood the market, or if Toyota will be the only one bold enough to act. Ford's decision to cancel their affordable pickup didn't just catch buyers off guard, it sent shockwaves through the entire auto industry. Suddenly, there was an open lane in the market, a wide gap where a $10,000, $15,000 truck could dominate, and now every automaker is watching Toyota closely and quietly making moves. Let's break down who's reacting, how, and what's coming next. GM has been relatively quiet about the ultra-affordable pickup space, but insiders report that Chevrolet is evaluating a new compact truck based on global models like the Chevy Montana, already sold in South America. Key points. Chevy Montana starts under $15,000 USD equivalent in Brazil. Compact, fuel-efficient, with a simple design. GM has hinted at bringing global models to the US if demand justifies it. Stellantis has surprised many with its aggressive moves globally, especially in Latin America and Asia. Ram already offers the Ram 700 and Ram 1000, small pickups priced well below $20,000 in certain markets. Rumors suggest Stellantis is considering a US launch of a compact Ram truck, possibly called the Ram Dakota or Ram 1200. If Toyota succeeds, Stellantis could strike fast, offering a value-focused truck with bold design and optional hybrid powertrains. Hyundai's Santa Cruz is already in the compact pickup game, but priced around $25,000. However, Hyundai and Kia are known for scaling quickly and offering competitive pricing. Kia has teased a pickup concept called the Kia Tasman, which could be adapted for budget markets. Given their global factories and low-cost production, Kia could easily develop a budget-friendly pickup if they see Toyota gaining ground. Expect Kia Hyundai to monitor Toyota closely and be ready to pounce if the opportunity looks profitable. While Chinese automakers face regulatory barriers in the US, they are already flooding global markets with cheap pickups. Brands like Great Wall Motors, Changan, and BYD are producing $8,000, $12,000 trucks with increasing quality. If regulations loosen, or if Chinese brands partner with US companies, we could see a major disruption in the budget truck space. For now, Toyota's biggest threat in the US may not be Ford or GM, but global disruptors waiting to enter. Ford's exit created a vacuum. Toyota is moving in. Now, every automaker is watching. If Toyota's affordable truck performs well, expect a wave of competitors to follow. leading to more options, lower prices, and better value for buyers. But if Toyota fails, automakers may back off, and prices will stay high for years to come. Everything hinges on what happens next, and you might be the deciding factor. Next, we reveal Toyota's long-term plan to dominate this segment, and how they could use one truck to reshape global pickup markets and challenge every competitor. Toyota isn't just trying to fill a gap left by Ford. They're aiming to change the rules of the game entirely, not just in the US but around the world. Their goal? To own the global market for affordable, reliable pickups, and to become the go-to brand for value, utility, and trust. Let's break down how they plan to do it, and why it matters for every buyer from rural America to city streets in Asia, Africa, and beyond. Toyota's global advantage. Toyota already sells more than 10 million vehicles per year, with factories on every continent. They have deep relationships with suppliers, highly efficient logistics, and a reputation for durability and reliability. This gives them a massive edge over competitors, especially when it comes to scaling production and controlling costs. While other automakers struggle with supply chains, Toyota is already building trucks like the Hilux and IMV series models in places like Thailand, South Africa, Argentina, and India, and shipping them globally. By leveraging this existing network, Toyota can mass-produce affordable trucks at scale, enter new markets fast, and undercut competitors on price and quality. The IMV Zero as a global platform. The IMV Zero isn't just a truck, it's a modular platform. Toyota can use it to build pickups, SUVs, cargo vans, even camper vehicles, all with the same base design. This keeps costs down and allows for easy adaptation to different markets. One factory can make 10+ vehicle types for 50+ countries. Efficient, flexible, profitable. And because it's simpler and cheaper to produce than luxury vehicles, Toyota can pass the savings onto buyers. US market invasion, timing is everything. Toyota knows that price fatigue is hitting the US hard. Buyers are fed up with $700 monthly truck payments and rising insurance costs. Toyota's plan? Wait for the perfect moment when demand is high and competition is weak. Then launch an ultra-affordable pickup that undercuts everyone. If Ford, GM, and others hesitate, Toyota can own the budget truck space in the US just like they've owned it globally for decades. The long-term vision beyond trucks. Toyota isn't just selling a truck, they're selling a solution, a way for people to own dependable vehicles without drowning in debt. By leading the affordable vehicle movement, Toyota can expand market share across multiple vehicle types, build customer loyalty that lasts decades, position themselves as the anti-luxury brand. Practical, tough, and for the people. And with EVs still out of reach for many buyers, Toyota's strategy is to dominate gas-powered and hybrid segments until EVs truly become accessible. The stakes are high. If Toyota succeeds, they won't just sell trucks. They'll force the entire industry to adapt, lower prices, offer value, and respect buyers' wallets again. If they fail, prices stay high, options stay limited, and Ford's gamble pays off. The question is, will Toyota pull the trigger in time? In the final segment, we explore what buyers should do right now, whether to wait, buy used, or hold out for Toyota's move, and how this decision affects everyone watching. After everything we've covered, Ford's cancellation, Toyota's rise, the shifting market, one question remains: what should you do right now? If you're in the market for a truck, you're likely wondering, should I buy now or wait? Is it worth holding out for Toyota's new pickup? Will prices drop or keep climbing? Let's break down your options realistically based on what we know today. Option 1. Buy now, but be smart about it. If you need a truck immediately, there are still ways to avoid overpaying. Tips: consider used trucks from 2010-2017. Models like the Ford Ranger, Chevy Colorado, and Toyota Tacoma offer proven reliability at lower prices. Avoid new luxury trims. Focus on base models with fewer options to cut costs. Bottom line, if you can't wait, you can still find value. But you'll need to shop smart and avoid dealer markups. Option 2, wait 6-12 months. The market could shift. If you can wait, the next 6-12 months could bring major changes. Toyota's move. We expect news on their budget pickup soon. Leaks suggest a 2025-2026 launch window for key markets, including North America. Increased competition. If Toyota enters, expect other brands to announce rival pickups, which could drive prices down across the board. Waiting could save you thousands and give you better options. Option 3. Lease or rent short-term. If you're stuck between need and timing, consider a short-term lease or truck rental. This buys you time to wait for better deals without long-term commitments. It's not ideal for everyone, but it's a way to bridge the gap until the market shifts. The bigger picture power back to the buyers. For years, the auto industry has raised prices, shrunk options, and told buyers to just accept it. But that's changing. Ford's exit, Toyota's rise, and the growing demand for affordability are creating pressure. And you have more power now than ever before. By waiting, researching, and demanding value, you can help shape the future of the truck market. Final thoughts. Your move. So, what's your next step? Would you buy a Toyota pickup for $13,000 if it hit the market tomorrow? Let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts, your frustrations, your hopes for the truck industry. And don't forget, if you want to stay updated on Toyota's next moves, new truck leaks, and affordable vehicle news, subscribe and hit that bell. Because this isn't over. It's just getting started.